When my wife, Sarah, mentioned she had dinner plans with her manager, I didn't think much of it. Her role in marketing often required client meetings or attending team events, so it seemed routine. But there was something strange about the way she said it that night. Her voice was too smooth, her smile a little too practiced. She avoided eye contact, and something in my gut tightened. Before I could ask more, she picked up her purse and left. I tried to shake off the uneasy feeling. Maybe I was being paranoid. I wanted to believe in her. For weeks, she had been working late, coming home exhausted, blaming it on tough deadlines and pressure at the office. But slowly, her behavior began to shift. She stopped engaging with me, skipped dinners with the family. Her attention was glued to her phone, often smiling at messages that vanished as quickly as they appeared. That evening, after she left for what she claimed was a business dinner, I couldn't ignore my instincts anymore. After about 30 minutes, I grabbed my keys and drove to the restaurant she said she'd be at. My hands gripped the wheel tightly as I parked across the street, heart pounding in my chest. And then I saw her. She wasn't alone. Walking beside her was Mr. Harris, her boss. That wasn't what crushed me, though. What broke me was the fact that he was holding her hand. I just sat there in silence, staring through the windshield as they laughed together, their bodies leaning in, whispering, smiling, the kind of moments she and I used to share. My hands trembled, not with anger, but with the realization that something between us had changed, maybe for good. I didn't confront her that night. I just drove back home, hollow and numb. Hours later, she returned. Her perfume still lingered, her lipstick faintly smudged. I was sitting on the couch when she walked in. She paused, caught off guard. "You're still up?" she asked softly. I gave a slow nod. "So, how was dinner with your boss?" I asked, voice calm. Her eyes flickered, just for a moment. "It was work-related, you know that." I gave a faint smile. "Good," I said quietly. "Because I had dinner with my lawyer." Her face drained of color. "What?" she whispered. "I had dinner with my lawyer," I repeated. "You went out with your boss." "I went out with someone too." "Fair enough, right?" Then I met her eyes and added, "You call it dinner. I call it divorce." She stood frozen for a few seconds, then stammered, "You're not serious. You're overreacting. It's not what it looks like." Without a word, I handed her an envelope. "These are divorce papers," I said calmly. "A marriage only works when there's trust. And you've broken that." She sank into a chair, her face pale, hands trembling. "Please let me explain," she begged. "He's been mentoring me for a promotion. That's all. I didn't tell you, because I didn't want to stress you out." I shook my head slowly. "Promotions don't involve holding hands, Sarah. You should have just been honest with me." She started crying, but I felt nothing. The love I once had been buried beneath months of disappointment. I'd stood by her for years, supported her career, her dreams, her long nights. And in return, she gave me secrecy and lies. In the days that followed, she tried reaching out, calls, messages, even showing up unannounced, desperate to convince me nothing serious had happened. But every word she said felt empty. Once trust is broken, it's nearly impossible to fix. Eventually, I stopped replying. The papers were signed. The house fell silent. And for the first time in a long while, I felt something close to peace. Later, I heard she'd left the company. Her boss had moved on to a different city, and she was left to pick up the pieces, both professionally and personally. Maybe it was karma, or maybe that's just how life works. Sometimes I still think about that night, the night everything unraveled. One dinner ended a marriage. But it also taught me something important. The truth always finds its way to the surface, no matter how deeply someone tries to bury it. And when people ask what happened between us, I simply tell them. She went out to dinner with her boss. I went out to dinner with my lawyer.